YouTube and welcome to another GV anime review, where this week we're going to the lewd side with a review of Eromanga-Sensei. Eromanga-Sensei was an anime that had been announced for quite a long time, but then last season the anime adaptation by A1 Pictures was finally here. The story of Eromanga-Sensei focuses on Masamune Izumi and his younger stepsister Sagiri Izumi, who after the death of their parents hasn't come out of her room for over a year. Now, Masamune is a young light novel writer who works together with a lewd image illustrator called Eromanga-Sensei, who he has never personally met. But one day, Masamune discovers that the true identity of Eromanga-Sensei is his own little sister Sagiri. So from then on, we follow the two and see how they try to make a living in the light novel world whilst being introduced to several other characters. I want to start this review with my appreciation for the music in this anime. Both the opening song Hitorigoto and the ending song Adrenaline were so much fun. They were so uplifting and they fitted the light atmosphere of this anime. I am truly addicted to both of them, and I feel that both of them have a pretty good chance to be nominated for Best Opening and Best Ending Song at the end of the year. The main thing that made me like this anime from the very first episode was the comedy. This was such an hilarious anime, and the way how it jumped back and forward between normal comedy that you would expect from A1 and ecchi comedy was so good. And there is quite some ecchi comedy in Eromanga-Sensei, but it's that type of ecchi comedy that I like, with not too much fan service and more putting the comedy in the speech. So it was hilarious. The final episode was to die for. I had to pause the episode a few times because I couldn't take it anymore. It was so funny. Eromanga-Sensei is one of the funniest animes that I have seen this year. An extra point that added to the comedy was the personality of Sagiri. The fact that such a cute little lolly sister would actually be a total pervert elevated the comedy in this anime to a whole new level. And on top of that, Sagiri was so damn cute. I am normally not a big fan of lollies, but my god was Sagiri adorable. She had so many cute scenes in this anime, which then collided with other scenes where she was being a total pervert. So not only was she adorable as fuck, but her double personality gave her character extra depth. And another character that I want to say something about is Yamada. As with lollies, I am not a big fan of tsunderes. But with Yamada, I genuinely liked her. And that was one of the first times, together with Taiga from Toradora, that I liked the tsundere character and that I wouldn't mind the MC ending up with her. Now, the chance that that is going to happen is rather small in this anime because of the way how the story is set up. Which immediately is my biggest problem with this anime. Even before Eromanga-Sensei started, it was already known that it would contain some form of incest. Not surprisingly, since the story is from the hand of the mangaka who also wrote Oreimo, a well-known incest manga and anime. And you guys must know by now that incest is one of the three things that I absolutely despise in anime. Now in this anime, I find myself lucky since the incest is kept to a minimum. There are some indications towards an incestuous relationship between Masamune and Sagiri, but it is kept very low profile and the relationship also never actually happens. And this is the reason why, as I said in my general review of the Spring 2017 season, I am happy and sad at the same time that Eromanga-Sensei is over, and why I'm not sure if I want a second season of this anime. For the comedy, definitely. For the characters, definitely. Since with the introduction of Tomoe in the final episode, we have a new female character with interests in Masamune. But I fear if we get a second season of Eromanga-Sensei, that the incestuous feelings between Masamune and Sagiri will get way more profound and abundant, and that would ruin this anime which I now loved. So as a conclusion, Eromanga-Sensei was an hilarious anime. I loved the edgy comedy, I loved the characters with Sagiri in the lead, but I am not sure if I want to see a second season of it because of the incoming incestuous relationship. But this first season of Eromanga-Sensei, I am going to award it with a well-deserved 4 out of 5 stars. If you love edgy comedy animes or Oreimo, then definitely give Eromanga-Sensei a watch. As I said, Eromanga-Sensei is from the same mangaka as Oreimo, or My Little Sister Can Be This Cute. I personally haven't seen it yet, but I heard that the incest here is way more profound than in Eromanga-Sensei. And based on the edgy comedy, I advise my favorite comedy anime, Seitokai Yakuindomo. Until today, Seitokai is still the most hilarious anime that I have ever seen, because it is a never-ending waterfall of edgy jokes and skits. And a final recommendation that I will make is Shimoneta. Now, I didn't like the comedy in Shimoneta as much as the one in Seitokai, because here the comedy is way more physical, and I am more a fan of word jokes, words with double meaning and that kind of things. But if you like edgy comedy animes, then both Shimoneta and Seitokai are animes that you have to watch. And with that, I conclude my review of Eromanga-Sensei. As usual, you can find the full list of all my animes and reviews over at Anime Planet. As usual, I will put a link in the description box down below. Now, if you want me to review a particular anime from this list, please put it in the comments. Also, if you have a recommendation for me, put it in the comments as well. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, visit me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and subscribe to this channel for more reviews in the future. Then I will say, arigatou gozaimasu, and I will see you all in the next video.